So Oasis. Well, Oasis might be a map where a sieve advantage could be very strong. Like,
Well, John the Lake with Saracens again versus Teutons.
that's a bit more of a fair fight, I would say.
Yeah, definitely more of a fair fight. Both good late game civs, but obviously the Teutons, like one of their best units is Paladins. They still get different options, like various
Well,
different.
I don't think the Teuton player will go for Paladins. If he's going for their unique units, he might be able to counter
Yeah,
any kind of cavalry
yeah,
or Mamelukes.
what I was about to say was like one of the Teutons' best units, which you'll see them using perhaps in a team game scenario or something like that, would be Paladins. Less commonly in a 1v1, but of course John the Lake can just counter all the cavalry yet again with Saracen camels quite easily, or camel units like Mamelukes. So Peganator will have to come up with probably a different strategy to that. But Teutons have lots of other options, don't they? Because obviously,
I actually love that matchup because they can counter basically anything the other guy can present to them. Like the Teutonic Knights can be prevented by any kind of archer, and the Saracens are, I think, fully upgraded archers.
yeah, as well as access to hand cannoneers, and even like Teutonic Knights can even be vulnerable to onagers and things like that as well, just because they're so slow. So there's a lot of potential counters in here, and there's a lot of different things that each player can do. So I think if we try to predict it, we'll probably end up predicting the wrong thing. I would have thought.
And they can both go for a Siege Onager upgrade at the end. So
yeah, and yeah, I'm just gonna have a look how the extra resources favour each player, because it seems like the only extra gold on the map at all is on the far right hand side, a little bit closer to Peganator.
there are two of them on the far right hand side.
Yeah, and some stone off in that corner as well. So I think Peganator's got better access to the extra resources, but they're all very, very far away.
Not by much. Not by much. And they both go one of their gold in the front and two of their other gold in the back.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Both have their main stone in the front. I would say it's a pretty fair map.
Yeah, I like the right side of Peganator's map for putting a wall up, because we talked about the potential to wall off an oasis, and sometimes it's a really big wall and sometimes it's not, but where that portion of the middle oasis sticks out, that's not too much to consider throwing a stone wall up. Not immediately, but like later on in the game.
Another thing about Oasis is that there are some ships more on the map. It's not only the 8 starting ships like on Arabia or most maps, but there are also some other ships that you can grab and that can give you a nice little advantage.
Yeah, John the Late actually already picked up quite a few from the left hand side. He didn't find all of them. Not sure if Peganator got any extras for the moment. I thought there were going to be lots in the top corner, but that's actually just Peganator's hunting. Couple on the right hand side, but seems like most of the extra sheep on the map, if there were that many more, have been picked up.
No one seems to go for a crazy strat right now.
Yeah,
rushing on Oasis is not that common because walking distance is so far between both players. So usually will already be.
Did you see Peganator's base?
Yeah,
then?
I just seen that he lost one bill.
Yeah, well, somehow he ended up with the villager that had lured the boar running away from the TC instead of getting into the TC, and then the boar started chasing the villager, and he's ended up losing the villager and killing the boar in the wrong place. I wonder if he either forgot to garrison the villager or he garrisoned it but then quickly ungarrisoned it again, because maybe he was trying to redistribute another villager at the same time, perhaps. But
there is something I don't really understand, like Peganator starting to make a palisade. Oh, I think he sent back his ville in order to save it because he didn't have room yet.
Yeah.
And the scout of John the Late was around.
Yeah, but it's a little bit early, isn't it? Because as you say, it would be highly unlikely that a Drush would come in, and even if there was a Drush, it wouldn't have reached his base that quickly. So.
So Peganator is going for the wall, definitely. He's walling the left side, the right side.
Yeah, and he's got Loom now to avoid losing a villager to the scout if the scout's still lurking around. Sending another villager though, unless it's going on gold. Hopefully it's going.
No, it's going on gold.
Yeah.
He's going to go for a straight up fast castle probably. there is no point of rolling that much if you will just go for some feudal aggression.
Yeah, I've seen Peganator play this map before against Pumakel, and he was Chinese on that occasion versus Pumakel Franks, I think, and he just did 2 stable knights and then did some siege, but that's not going to work so well if John the Late just goes camels or something like that.
Well, if he is open and he doesn't have them prepared,
if he doesn't have the stables built and maybe scouting it or seeing a couple, you're right. He just need to be prepared for it. Like if Peganator hits hard and fast knights will still work.
John the Late should have been very house that he sent 6 builds to build a house.
Yeah, and they're now just admiring their handiwork. They're just sitting there like, what a great house we built.
Actually, that's quite impressive. Like, if I could build like a house as fast as they do, I would totally admire my work. Like,
look at this
hitting
wall.
the ground with a hammer and getting the house built in a matter of seconds.
Are you on John the Late's point of view? Look at the wall he's going for.
Oh, that's a long wall. He's sending 2 vills.
It's a big investment at this point.
Yeah.
Both in resources and villages.
And he's scouting on the right side of the map. Is he patrolling his scout? I'm not sure.
I think he's just moving to uncover the black area.
Yeah.
Does he have Loom? Well, I hope he does if he said he villages out that far. Yes, he does. So that wolf won't pose any problems. Just milled deer on the far left. Peganator's also milled his deer.
So Peganator will be fully walled in a few seconds.
I don't know what John the Late's saying no sheep for, because he already found extra ones much earlier on, so what does it mean? Oh wait, I think he's probably scouting in the corners and being like sad that he didn't find any more in the bottom corner. I think that's what he meant. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, nothing. I was just saying that John the Late is walled on the left side only, and still very open on the right side.
Yeah, the question is, does Peganator know this?
He's
not aware of either wall, but he might be aware if he clicks inside right clicks on John the Late's base and see that they go the long way round of whatever he chooses to make.
Yeah. What I don't really like right now is that none of them are going for the stone walls. They are going with forward palisade, which are so far from their base that in case of any knights going or any unit really, this palisade will be destroyed in a matter of seconds, and they won't be able to prevent the units from getting in their base. I would say if you go for such a forward wall, you probably have to stonewall it, or at least putting buildings behind.
Yeah, and the thing is, if that wall does get broken, it's going to be very, very difficult for John the Late to re-wall behind it without having to re-wall basically around his TC, because it's just such a wide space that literally the only chance of re-walling would be to kind of just wall between his blacksmith and his market and stuff before the knights got in.
Yeah, both are going Castle Age at the same time, but John the Late has 2 vills more, so a little bit of an advantage for him.
Yeah, in part.
And actually, I didn't see it, but Peganator lost his scout.
Yeah,
I don't know where.
I don't know where, because I haven't noticed it running into John the Late's TC, and I've been looking at John the Late's base quite a bit, so...
Me neither. Maybe it was just hit by the TC and then finished by the other scout. I don't know.
But John the Late's on full HP on his scout, so...
Yeah, that's weird. Probably died to the TC then. Or maybe deleted it.
Well, we can actually see if you turn on Peganator's Fog of War. He sent his scout to the left-hand corner and then basically just ran directly into John the Late's TC.
Okay.
It looks like his scout would have died exactly where you ideally want to lure a boar to. Like in that little triangle at the front of the TC.
Seems that Peganator is going to go for some strong early aggression in Castle Age. He's putting the second stable already.
Yeah, and he's doing them on the right-hand side, which is going to work out well for him if he sends the knights that way, because he's stonewalling on the left.
No, he's doing the right thing. The thing I always have troubles doing it, deleting the palisade in front of my stables. I'm not deleting my stables.
Well, I guess in your situation then, and you'd probably be better off deleting the palisade before you start building the stable if you're going to do that. Obviously, you've got to put the foundation down really quickly though, so that it doesn't stay open for too long.
But John the Late has a stable as well, so he might be able to defend, and he's going camels.
Yeah.
Did he scout the stable? No, he didn't scout the stables from Peganator, so
And as long
it's
as
just a random guess.
as long as he begins production, yeah, he might have seen the game that Peganator's played on Oasis before.
Yeah, and now he's seeing the stables, so now he, unless he's totally stream cheating, but
Yeah, and one
that's
stable,
probably not the case.
one stable camels will be fine considering he's starting production now because they're made quite quickly and it'll take for ages for Peganator's knights to get there. So the 2 stable, 1 stable thing is perfectly fine for him. Getting a second TC, does Peganator have that yet? No, he does not.
And yeah, Peganator is totally walling his left side of the map now with stone walls, so he can just not look at it anymore.
I wonder if John the Late has seen the knights. He's certainly seen at least 1 stable.
No, he saw the knights, he's following them with his scouts.
He is now.
And he's taking away 1 knight from his base. I like that move. Like, no, you will not attack me.
And those camels on patrol in front of his base are going to catch those knights out.
Yeah. That's a nice little defense by John the Late. I kind of like it. And the Peganator is only on 1 TC and John the Late is on 3 already.
Yeah, I was going to say that if Peganator still has any knights being made in his stables, what I'd like to see him do then is just immediately basically cancel them. But he wasn't making any anyway.
Because right now he's already 3 veers behind.
Yeah, and
his army is hard countered by camels. And actually Peganator is even open on the right side of the map.
Yeah, he's been
the lumberjack
chopped through.
Yeah. Have you seen that little comic about Age of Empire where the villagers are just chopping and the wood, and then the Mongols horde is going to tear?
I have indeed, yeah. It's very funny. There's a couple of those, but that's definitely, I think there's like a little series of various things. He's actually re-walling it now with houses.
Yeah.
The problem is his knights are trapped outside, so
as long as the camels are not going forward.
But the thing is, they may very well do. I mean, John the Late can see those knights hanging out there. But Peganator's got to be careful. He doesn't want to end up behind John the Late in this situation with his big.
Bad thing for him that he invested so much into his knights that he'll probably always be behind. And he's even doing the armor upgrade. I don't really like that choice.
Yeah, at this point there's literally no way he's going to be able to hurt John the Late with knights because he's already got enough camels, so just making those knights...
Yeah, he's got camels, he's got TCs up. He's putting a 4th TC right now.
Yeah, it's looking very, very risky for Peganator the way this game is progressing.
Yeah, and he's even trapping his knights in a little forest.
I mean, that's...
Well, he got 1 camel, but lost 3 knights.
That scale barding armor was the villagers that he needs to be making instead of making that armor.
Yeah. John the Late is already 5 years ahead. No. And he's 4 TCs up against the 2 of Peganator. That's going to be But if he's playing like he played the other game and wait a long time before attacking, maybe Peganator could get this economy up as well and some army to defend. So the game is far from over yet.
Oh yeah, that would be vastly premature. We need to see how it develops, but it's just that Peganator can't afford to fall too far behind. Right now though, John the Late's had 4 TCs for quite a long time and he's not really kind of pulling ahead on the villager count. He seems to have more or less the same villager lead he had 5 minutes ago.
He probably didn't have the food income to have them running.
Mm.
If you look at John the Late, he's not even walling the left side of the map as well, he's just putting a small outpost.
Yeah,
and going forward with 1 build, so maybe we can see a Siege Workshop or...
going for another outpost. So I was going to say it'd be interesting to see if he just drops a siege workshop or anything now, or if he actually goes and tries to find out more information before making his decision.
He's just putting outposts everywhere.
Oh yeah,
trying to
coming
figure
up on the
out,
right hand side as well. That's quite nice.
Yeah, and he has done. I think he has done the vision. Like how is it called? The TC. Like +4 line of sight.
Town patrol, the second line of sight upgrade.
No, the first one.
The first one is town watch then.
Okay, yeah, here I think he has done town watch because those outposts can see quite a bit.
Yeah, he's even going to take relics from close to the Peganator's base.
Probably will.
If he takes that one from by Peganator's like second or third gold, that would just be extremely cheeky. But he could definitely,
right
do
now
it if he knows about it.
He could, yes. He has some camels there. He can't see any army. And if he's watching his monk, he could even convert a knight, which would try to stop him. So.
Funny little gate from Peganator on the right. Like he would still be able to get out of it, I think. Although actually, I think he can't. He's blocked it up with the house, but the house was already there.
And you were right about John the Late not pulling that much ahead. He has 10 vills more, but
well, it's down to 6 now because 4 vills just popped out for Peganator.
Yeah.
But John the Late should have been ahead by more villagers if he'd actually had the food ecos. You said enough farms to.
He's actually maybe trying to put a little bit of pressure. He just put a siege workshop on the left side of the map, and putting a stable as well.
See what Peganator sees. Obviously, walls have very little line of sight, so he doesn't see anything there. I would have liked to see Peganator doing a similar thing to what
John the Late
is doing by just taking a bit more line of sight of the map. Because for now, like he hasn't visited John the Late's base for about 10 minutes, so he doesn't know what John the Late is doing there. I don't actually see much of the base anyway, and he has no line of sight to the rest of the map either.
Look at the wheelbarrow upgrade for John the Late. It's a very late wheelbarrow upgrade.
And therein could be one of the reasons why he didn't pull ahead on villagers when he first got off the 4 TCs.
And Peganator is not going up to the Imperial Age.
Yeah, I saw Imperial Age come up in the top bar. Like I read the word Imperial Age and I assumed it was John the Late, but it's not, is it? He hasn't clicked up, even though he's got...
No, he is missing some gold. He has like way too much food and not some gold. I would have sold some food already to...
Especially with Saracen Market. But I think that's what he did. I think that's what he... Did he just do that?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I didn't spot the notification in the top left for that happening.
I think he sent like 200. I'm not sure. I'm going to check.
Well, he sold some. That's the main thing. I like that Peganator is adding some barracks because I think Halberdier is going to be a useful unit in the long term for him in this game.
Yeah, halberdiers are definitely a good choice to go for. Like right now, John the Late doesn't have anything to kill those halberdiers. And time for John the Late to get either chemistry and some and cannoneers or the upgrade for archers. They will do fine.
Blotch, all I'm going to say is stop it. Talking to the chat there, obviously, is IG. But I'm quite disturbed by what is being posted by Blotch.
What I don't really like so much is that for now Peganator is only on 1 gold, his main gold from the start.
Yeah.
Probably need to expand that. Oh no, he took the one on the left as well.
Look what John the Late's doing. He's doing a massive palisade on the right hand side, but at this stage of the game, palisade walls are like paper to the units that are on the field. So
at least you will get some notifications that's coming.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing it serves. But he has outposts everywhere, so as long as he's got his eyes are open and he doesn't like keep his eyes closed for as long as it takes for Peganator to run past every single one of those outposts, then he will know.
Yeah, and Peganator putting an outpost now.
Both players reaching the Imperial Age, but Peganator's leading by about 15 villages, which is quite nice considering he was way behind on the boom initially. Or not necessarily way behind in vill count, but had the potential to be when he was on the...
No. Consulate tried to pick up some villager on the gold of Peganator. He's got one, but Peganator noticed quite quickly.
Yeah.
But now he's out of that gold, so... I don't understand why Consulate went back with the Mangonel.
Yeah, he's still mining... Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm on the wrong perspective. Yeah, Peganator was out of the gold for a while. And Peganator's just picking up his first relic. So he did get that one that's right by his base. And there's another one in the top corner, so hopefully he goes for that one. Because John the Late's had 3 in his base for quite a long time. The thing is, yeah. Where's the main gold for Peganator? It's kind of starting to be more than half done. Whereas John the Late still seems to have a little bit more gold to mine in his base. And obviously with the 3 relic advantage, he's going to be up in terms of gold count.
Look at that. I really don't like that Ram going alone, trying to break the wall of Peganator. It won't do anything.
There's a Mangonel there as well, actually, for Peganator.
Yeah, but the Mangonel is not doing anything. I'm very worried about Chansolate. I can't really see his strat. How he's going hand cannoneers now, with heavy cameras and Mamelukes.
This is expensive.
Yeah, and that doesn't have the economy for it with his 98 villagers. Elite Mamelukes now.
Yeah, I did see all that food go, and I thought, whoa, did he just sell all of that? But yeah, it must have gone into the Elite Mameluke. Whereas...
I'm not sure why he did heavy cameras.
Yeah,
like he saw that Peganator wasn't going for cavaliers when he killed all his outposts, and that he had a lot of halberdiers. Sorry, go for it.
No, I was just going to say that Peganator could be about to lose all of these units on the right hand side for free, but he's not going in. I mean, it's only a few halbs and knights, but it's not helpful.
Yeah, even if he's losing them, it's not such a big deal. Just halberdiers.
Yeah,
and he has a better echo.
Onaga for Peganator though, he's got Onaga's research, 2 of them at the top side of the map, so Halb and Onaga combination could be quite nice.
Just need to stop villager production. He has already 134 villager, which is way enough to... And he's putting a castle up, and he has nothing to defend it on the right side of the map. It's going to be denied by John the Late.
Yeah, and John the Late has a castle not too far away to the left, so that could even get trebbed down if like Peganator isn't able to come over to this side of the map and actually save it.
So what do you think about going the nature road for the Teutons? Is it a bit early for a siege on Asia? Maybe better to get some army first?
Well, I think siege on Asia, it very much depends on the resource situation, but he's actually got lots of everything, and he's still got 2 golds on his area of the map if he manages to wall this off on the right hand side that he hasn't touched. He's now got 2 relics in the bank, but like you say, there's no point having siege on by themselves. It would be too early to get it if he was kind of in an open situation where John the Late was about to come at him, because he would need a lot more halbs and stuff.
And right now that's what he's doing. Oh, he's having few halbs and he's building some more barracks in the front. Halb Siege on Asia could be a nice combo actually.
Yeah, and then potentially just some Teutonic Knights to tank Mameluke fire. Well, not fire, but...
Well, even Siege on Asias are doing very good against Mamelukes, if he has enough of them.
Yeah, he's got 4 Onagas moving out on the left as well. That's quite nice because he's just fortified wall the whole of the right where John the Late is, and now he's just going to try and see if he can achieve something on the left.
Yeah, and on the left side of the map he has some barracks, and maybe he should make a siege workshop there and 1 or 2 siege on Asia to protect for any rams or such which would come. No, John the Late is very open on the left side of the map.
But equally, only about 10 halberdiers there for Peganator there. Like, if John the Late had more army here to respond to that, he could run in and kill like 1,000 gold, destroy 1,000 gold's worth of siege weapons in a flash. And
but right now he doesn't have, and the siege on Asia is almost done. He's also doing the the siege engineer,
Yeah.
and those halberdiers are fully upgraded right now.
John the Late.
This is looking very good for Peganator, I have to say.
Yeah, it's.
But that was, I thought John the Late did a very nice move by luring those halberdiers with one of his SR, but it didn't work as well as I expected.
I did think that one of his SO on the right was going to shoot the rest of his SO though. It did look very close, and I think it may have damaged one of them. But he's actually going to try and cut in, which is quite nice.
And Peganator is open on the right side of the map, so if John the Late is moving forward, he might be able to do some nice damage as well. Just need to prevent the villager from walling. And John the Late is starting to have army on the left side of his map and defending those siege onager with some bombard cannons. I'm not sure about that idea. You will need to micro them very well.
I think they're nice because you can snipe down siege onager very well with them.
Yeah. But actually, he has way more reach.
Oh, look at this SO shot on the right. All the hand cannons gone.
Ouch! That hurts.
Oh.
It's kind of a stalemate right now. Both players stop the.
Yeah. Let's have a look at resources.
Peganator
John the Late has no resources.
Yeah, and Peganator with his 140 villagers having a lot. But John the Late has quite a lot of villagers as well.
Yeah. John the Late could sell like 1500 wood now for a lot of gold because the market price is really good for him at the moment. 89 gold. Actually, bonus.
Doesn't really need that much anymore. He might need some gold at one point in the game because he was only on 1 gold right now, I think. No, on 2. No, on 3 on the far right. He's having another gold, so he's getting the resources to create army, and as the upgrades are already there.
Yeah. But still, whilst you're floating wood and you don't really need to have 2,500 wood in the bank, and the gold price, the market price is so good, it's best to get that gold in.
I'm looking for that shoot from the siege onager on the right, on the left. Sorry. But John the Late saw it and is going to snipe the siege onager. Nice. John the Late is quite ahead actually in points, 2000 score ahead. And why is not Peganator using his siege onager on the right side of the map to kill those rounds?
He's probably just got too much attention devoted on the left.
Maybe. Well, they are both at almost pop limit, so very interesting. Oh, and now he noticed, and he's destroying those. Those ramps on the right.
Peganator still isn't touching that 3rd gold by his base. I kind of like that he's mining out the front one, and he will kind of have 1 gold in reserve for later on.
And he's bringing a lot of halves to the front. But no, look at that amount of elite Mamelukes.
Yeah, that's really scary unless you get some really clutch SO shots.
Yeah, and they are fully upgraded as well, so. I think they are right. They got the life upgrade as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think 130 HP is full for elite Mameluke once they've got zealotry. Yeah. SO shots could come in now on the Mamelukes though. No, all on the Trebs.
Well,
still good, but he may lose there. So he, like, if he could have killed all the Mamelukes with, well, a lot of Mamelukes, then that would have been much nicer than just 1 Treb. Like Niltford was talking about this the other day in the deathmatch. Like, players can have the choice of killing like 20 or 30 enemy army or 1 Treb, and players always choose the Treb. It's just a kind of psychological thing you see.
Yeah, John the Late is changing the formation of his Mameluke, probably to avoid any SO shoots.
Although it seems like Peganator is starting to just prod a little bit on the right hand side. He's got some siege and halves there, and for now John the Late has nothing there. I mean, he's gonna, like, Peg will have to add more on the right hand side, like Trebs and stuff.
Peg will have to go past the castles. Yeah. And for now he's not able to do it. At least he should prevent John the Late to take the gold on the right.
I really would have liked to see some Teutonic Knights from Peganator to just deal with this Mamluk problem. If John the Late doesn't really have hand cannoneers anymore, and the Teutonic Knights would just tank.
Yeah, Teutonic Knight would be a very nice idea. Like, there is nothing in John the Late army that Teutonic Knights can't face.
Yeah, and it's really just to draw fire so that this Siege Onager can do the work.
Yeah.
And also so that to draw fire away from the halves as well, so that halves can close the distance, because there's enough Mamluks there that halves don't work that well.
And what is a bit too bad is that he has 2 castles, and Teutonic Knights comes up so fast from castles that he would have been able to replenish them, even when he loses them. So.
Yeah. Nice thing for Peganator is he's going to claim control of this gold on the right hand side. The only thing is John the Late has 2,000 in the bank.
Yeah, but 2,000 gold can go pretty fast, like...
Especially when your Saracens making the Mamelukes and bombard cannons.
Yeah. Oh, he's losing one Siege on Asia for nothing on the left side of the map. Could have got one very nice shot. I don't think the fortified wall on the right side will finish from John the Late, and no, he lost both builds. What do you think about those outposts in the middle of the wood line of John the Late? Prevent from.
I think he plays Black Forest from time to time.
Yeah.
Look at this castle attempt on the left. That's ambition, but it looks like it's gonna work.
Well, he has a lot and a lot of elite Mamelukes.
Yeah.
To defend us. So. And right now I'm kind of worried for Peganator on the left side of the map.
Yeah.
If John the Late start adding some more trebs, and no, the only siege workshop is really far from the front line.
Peganator basically seems to be putting more attention on the right almost, and he has a nice army there if only he'd supported it with trebs, but he's just going to walk in and lose everything. Probably. Well, not necessarily lose everything, but Siege Onagers could be vulnerable to the castles, and he certainly can't bypass the castles without adding trebs to that army. Or perhaps.
Well, you can if you have like 20 Siege Onagers. And those castles have all the life upgrades, so they will be very hard to destroy.
Yeah, Peganator's also done that. He's got the University of Technologies.
They have the same castle. Except that Peganator has some... Peganator doesn't have any bleaching upgrade. Well, not so much of a big deal as he doesn't build any archer army.
Yeah. Hussars actually got inside on the left. There wasn't... it must have just been through the gate being held open. I think Peganator needs to kind of move some of his lumberjacks. He's actually got a one villager which is trying to chop the trees next to the gate for some reason, if you see.
Yeah.
In a couple of minutes, but then that could be an opening there. But
and John the Late is doing Siege on Asia right now.
I think that would be really big, because the fact that Peganator's had Siege on Asia has been kind of hoping to stop John the Late from really pushing him, but once John the Late's able to add Siege Onagers of his own, that would be just a crazy strong combination with Mamelukes, bombard cannons, Siege Onagers.
And you still have like 1,000 gold in the bank. So.
And Peganator's just lost everything on the right hand side.
The fact is that if Peganator can hold a little bit on both sides, right now he has the control of all the gold in the map, and John the Late doesn't have any.
Yeah.
But that's why probably he came with some elite Mameluk on the right side of the map to take back control of those golds.
Someone sold the wood price down to basement. I'm gonna guess that was John the Late.
Yeah, probably because he doesn't have any gold.
Yeah, he did Siege Onager and he's still got gold in the bank, so it must have been him. But
yeah,
it feels like everything that John the Late had on the left, like Mamelukes and everything, they've all gone to the right. So just as it looked like like John the Late was just going to push and push on the left hand side, he took his Mamelukes away.
If you look now with those 3 Siege on Asia, Peganator might be able to defend from this aggression.
Yeah.
Just need to hold the castle.
Yeah, he's even has he tread down John the Late's castle, the forward one? He has, hasn't he? Because now there's a stable and archery range and siege workshop there. That's quite nice.
But he's not repairing his own castle, so he needs to take care of that tread very quickly. Oh, and no, he was trying, but he doesn't have stone. Does he? No, he doesn't have stone. Yeah, and now the tread is going down and the castle survives. That's very good for Peganator. And now look at the army of Alps on the right side of the map. It's going
that's really nice Halb army, but he just does need to add something to it. He needs some SO with that.
Yeah, he needs to make a bit of SO, but he's a pop cap right now.
Yeah.
The thing is that he's losing the castle on the left side. He still has one behind on the hill, which would prevent probably most of the aggression.
Is this SO going to get a big shot on Mamelukes?
Oh yes!
It's not quite...
no,
it damaged all of them quite nicely.
Yeah, it was its job.
And it was about to die anyway.
Right now, the control of the gold is going to be a very, very big factor in because if Peganator can still have some gold, and John the Late is only using the market, there is no way John the Late can be.
Yeah.
What I'm a bit waiting to see more from Peganator is more SO on the right side, because right now he's losing a lot and a lot of halberdiers to those.
Yeah, he is doing that though. He's got one there with two more coming, but it'd be nice if he had all three there right now.
Yeah, and the SO might go down to the... Yeah, it will go down to the siege rams. Yeah, no, he doesn't have... Yeah, he's massing more halves on the... He will be able to hold that side. The question is, will he be able to hold the other one? I think he will.
I think Peganator needs to probably maybe delete some of this farmland or something in the top corner and just put more barracks down there behind his wall, because he's in danger of having no production facilities on the left hand side. And you know, if he spends a minute or two not being able to produce, that could be very dangerous, because John the Late's got all the late game power weapons to push very fast if he masses up a bit.
Yeah, but he still has 5 siege onager and a castle.
Yeah, I didn't see the other SO behind the wall. Yeah, that's
cool. And what I'm thinking is that John the Late is probably most of the time a Black Forest player, because you can see he's doing all the upgrade for all the units, and right now he doesn't have gold to produce any of those very expensive units he made the upgrade for. So he's probably used to have a very nice trade in the back of his base. And that's kind of hurting him right now. If you see a Peganator, he didn't spend his resources unwisely. He just did upgrade for the Alps and the siege onagers. Nothing else, basically.
Peganator's making scouts now, which I'm a bit confused by.
Why would he make scouts? That has not much sense to me.
He's actually got 15 queued up in each barracks. He must be thinking, oh, I can snipe some siege weapons with it, but you're not going to do that while even 2 Mamelukes are there.
And he... Remember when I said he has 5 siege onager on the left? Well, right now he has 2 only. He just lost 3 for nothing, just putting them into the army of...
Well, look at the bottom though, look at the bottom.
Yeah, that's a very nice fight for Peganator. He lost 1 SO and killed a lot. I'm not sure about those light cabs, those scouts actually, because they don't even get light cabs.
He needs to be really careful about not holding that gate up as well. If all the Mamelukes get in, then they could potentially...
No, but if the Mamelukes gets in, he's making a lot of more barracks in the back of his...
that's what I want to see.
His castle, so he'll probably be able to mass them quite nicely. And if you look, his army is... his pop is right now quite higher by 30 units more than John the Late, so I would say he's in a very good position. He still has 1 gold on the right side he didn't take.
Yeah, I'd like to see him mine that because although he's done a really good job of solidifying his hold on that area now by filling it up with production facilities and taking control of that ground, like it's still quite forward. And if he mines it up now, then that's a good thing for later.
Yeah, and if you look at the resources, John the Lake should be preparing to go full trash right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure he has halves yet. That might be a good idea to go for some halves.
I'm gonna check it. He's got pikeman upgrade, but he can't get a halberdier because he's Saracens.
Oh, that might be the reason. But I still don't like that much those scouts from Peganator. I don't think they will do anything. I would way much prefer a little bit more of halberdiers or I don't know. But it might be big. But no, is he going to lose all the Siege Onager on the right side?
Yeah, they were caught out. I was just looking at that this whole time.
He's not going to lose them all.
He won't lose them all, but he's lost some unnecessarily.
Like he
lost 3,
lost,
I think.
Yeah, he lost 3 out of 6.
Yeah. 3 Siege Onager killed 10 Hussars is nice.
It could have been way worse, but like right now he's holding nicely on both sides of the map.
Yeah.
And he's basically just starving John the Late. And when John the Late will lose his Mamelukes on the left side, he won't have any gold units anymore.
Yeah. He's got 4 Siege Onager behind the wall, some halberdiers. It's absolutely fine. There's even 200 gold behind that wall to mine. I know it's only 200, but it's still worth. So if he spots it.
Yeah.
Go and get
He'll
it.
probably go for the gold on the right side. But there is not so much, like it's 700 golds on the right side.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
and
all
how
worth
many?
it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that much gold in the bank as well. We could go for a full trash war as well.
I really just wish Peganator had a couple of trebs on the right hand side because that could, you know, like right now he's got lots of halves, lots of SO. He can kill all of that trash from John the Lake quite easily as long as he manages it correctly. It just needs trebs to start pushing in, but Hussars from John the Late are in, and I'm trying to see how they got there.
And what is he doing to, like, why is he going so much into this corner? Oh, he's making now some rams, not siege rams. I don't think.
Oh, look, that over-chopped on the left-hand side, or Siege Onager shot. It was a Siege Onager shot from John the Late, and he's streaming Hussars into Peganator's base.
Yeah, John the Late might be in not such a bad situation as we thought, because Peganator doesn't have gold anymore as well. And I think he killed a lot of those very expensive Siege Onagers, and that's why. And right now he's just streaming Hussars, and I don't see any answer from the barracks of Peganator to those Hussars. You just have like... Oh,
he doesn't have the food.
No, but actually he has a lot of halberdiers in his base. He just needs to bring them at where the Hussars are.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the
look
Mamelukes go in
at,
and the skirmishers go in as well.
Look at the villager count of Peganator. He's down to 80 villager. He was at 130.
Yeah.
And it's not like John the Late has been in his base again and again and keep raiding. I don't know, maybe he delayed it a lot when he was pop block. Now the question is...
I don't know, I think there are quite a lot of skeletons. I don't think he's lost the amount that you said, but yeah.
Yeah, he's pushing on the left side of the map and he's being pushed on the... No, sorry, he's pushing on the south map of the map and being pushed on the north. It's hard to call it, but John the Late looks not too bad for me.
I wouldn't say it's... I feel like John the Late has just taken a big advantage in the game because...
Well, it depends how much he will be able to hold that side on the left as well. Like, the first castle is going down, he still has 1, but then his echo is like free for raiding, and there are lots of scouts which are going to raid right now. So it's raiding on both sides, but the nice thing about Peganator base is that he has some halves to defend in there.
Trying to find them, he's got a few, but they will just die. All those skirms are Mamelukes, and the thing is, there are siege rams and a treb for Peganator. Like, Peganator can't afford any siege to take down the castle on the right hand side.
He,
But
he, he has one ram.
He's got lots of scouts though, at least, so he can try and do to John the Late what John the Late has just done to him. Could get extremely messy if Peganator holds on.
But what he's doing is letting his scouts die between the castle and the forum.
Yeah.
And right now, I think like they are both quite similar in terms of population. And if we look at the resources, they can still both have some trash. But John the Late is doing the right thing. Look at those siege rams and nothing to.
Well, they can't have trash because Peganator has no resources at all. That's the problem. I don't know what he's going to do about this pushing his base. He can't make anything else there. His eco is just dead. Like, he's lost almost all his farms, all of his woodcutters. He's down to 54 vills with 14 idols.
And John the Late is at 94. Right, that's a very back and forth game. Like right now, he has only 40 vills in a late Imperial fight.
Yeah. It's looking like Peganator is just going to struggle to sustain any resistance because he's literally just not collecting resources.
The nice thing for him is, as long as he keeps his army on the left side, he might still have a shot, like. But he needs to go forward and kills the economy.
He does, but he's going to have to either sneak along the bottom edge of the map to keep away from the castle, or he needs to get at least a tread. But John the Late's just going to completely wipe out his villagers. He's down to under 40 villagers now.
Yeah, John the Late is raiding. Actually, that's one thing he has done
it's looking
in the two last maps, and it has been very beneficial for him.
Yeah, but the thing is, for Peganator, it was just so avoidable. It was literally one SO cut to the side of the wall, and suddenly he's down by 100 population.
Yeah, and 22 vills. I'm maybe going a bit ahead of myself because he still has quite some army, but I don't think with 22 vills you can come back, even if you trade very well in terms of army.
You can't, and he's going to lose that ram to Mamelukes now.
Yeah, and he has nothing to push that castle.
Only 4 siege onagers, it's nothing.
Yeah, and even in army now, in army number he's down
12 villagers. I mean,
12 village. Well, we can say that John the Late know how to raid.
But it just changed all of a sudden because we were thinking that like Peganator was going to hold in the top corner, because he had the siege onagers behind the wall on the hill, and in the south he had an unstoppable looking army as long as he added trebs and rams and stuff. And then he all of a sudden just bang, 100 population down, lost nearly 100 vills, game over.
Yes, that was quite a quick ending to that game. He's not so happy with himself by that.
Peganator is saying that he's really annoyed with himself, but he's congratulating his opponent, so there's no bad sport at all, sportsmanship at all here. John the Late's saying he was really nervous. And
actually, SMB, I have to tell you something. That's the second time I cast one final game with you, and that's the second time there is an AoHD player playing those games, and that's the second time they are losing that game. I think it's all because of us commentating. Yeah,
we're just a curse to our clanmates.
Exactly.
Peganator's saying he can't believe he went knights against Saracens and he was kicking himself. Maybe he didn't even check the civ. John the Late is very gracious and keeps saying that it's a civ win for him all the time. He said versus Nimino, I also won because of the civ.
I agree that Saracen versus Franks can be a very civ win, but against Teutons, it's not that much of a civ win.
Like, Peganator had every chance, as we were saying, because of the army he had in the south and he was holding in the north, but then just
the game was quite the game was quite a very long game as well, so it was quite even. A bit back and forth as well.
Yeah, let's have a look at the achievements. I want to see gold collected. John the Late actually with 5,000 more gold, even though he had access to less gold in the map, because Peganator didn't mine it, you know? He'd still got mines dotted around his map that he hadn't mined, and nearly 1,000 units lost for Peganator and obviously killed for John the Late. This is interesting. John the Late
Yeah.
killed
Well,
895.
well,
Peganator lost 980. Little bit of blue on blue there.
congratulations to John the Late to be the new noob est or noobest or noob best.
Yeah, I was just gonna come out of the game to move on to that. In fact, yeah. So John the Late emerges victorious from the Noobs of AoC tournament that has been running over the past couple of months. He only lost a game during like the final set of games tonight, so he's been a very strong player throughout out and a worthy winner indeed. He's gonna receive a prize, which will be some guidance and tuition from Slam from Tyrant. I think in the form of him analysing recorded games, although I may not be quite sure of that. And also the three winners of the other three leagues in AoC, Noobs of AoC will also receive some tuition from, I believe the three players are Tato, Spaden and Eddie. So we're going to see a bunch of noobs getting some expert guidance here, and hopefully they've all gained a lot from participating in the tournament and learned a lot, and some more people are going to be learning a lot more, I'm sure. And then the top three players will also receive Vubli shields, I think. So that's going to be John the Late, Peganator, and Zaltor the Merciless. But I think Noobs of AoC 3 has been like a really great success, because I think it's been by far the biggest in terms of kind of publicity and exposure and streaming, and a lot of people have chipped in with that. Kind of to my nine, there's been T90 Official, Mayo and Cuss. I know you've joined for a few of the games co-castings. I don't know if you were the main streamer for anyone, but just I guess thank you on behalf of the organisers. That's Pumakel and also PRV Lim did some of the admin for everybody who's helped to kind of make the tournament run well and run it and be a success, and the biggest success that Noobs of AoC has seen so far. So I imagine there's going to be a Noobs of AoC 4 in the distant future, given how successful this one has been. So any potential people who would potentially like to participate